Mendula, a modern craft built on traditional lines, has just 14 cabins. The owner skippers a cruise through the group of islands which cluster just off Split in Croatia. We travel by rail, taking lunch in the usual cafe opposite the Gare de l'Est. At Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof, which is in a state of demolition, we find a beer hall supper before boarding the sleeper for Zagreb.
How did you sleep?
Roughly, but okay.
Good.
And you?
About the same, I think, yes.
Welcome to Austria.
We first explored Zagreb 2.5 years ago, in December 2023. Now we wait in spring sunshine for the rail connection to Split. Panic and confusion. The train to Split has been replaced by a bus service, but no one can tell us where to find it. We're lucky to secure seats on another one which departs from the bus terminal 2 hours later. We spend a night in comfortable digs in the historic Old Quarter, planning to travel to the departure port of Makarska the next day. Then an email tells us we will board the boat in Split instead. Saves a bus journey, but the agent gives us the wrong dock and boarding time, so we spend an afternoon trudging around Split Harbour with our luggage. Before we find the Mendula and are welcomed on board. The logistics improve. A comfy cabin, great food, a friendly, efficient crew.
Bon voyage.
I'm hoping it'll warm up.
Day 1, we leave Split for the islands of Bol and Vis. It's only a couple of hours to bowl. The cruise boats move on the trots and you have to walk through several to reach the shore. We imagine how it will be flooded by day visitors in high season. Today, it's a quiet place to sketch.
Needs quite a bit more. Maybe it's time we went back, so I'll pack up and maybe add some details later.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The second stop of the day, Vis, is a bit larger and has 8 boats on the trot. Chuck has a go too. Chuck's turn. Day 2, we voyage to Hvar and Korčula.
More to the south, they get higher temperatures, but they get more rain even.
Hvar's medieval fortress blew up accidentally centuries ago. Chuck's brutalist version. layers of architecture reflect the tides of foreign invasion, particularly by the Venetians. These locals are completing a 20-kilometer circuit of the harbour.
It's just on the back here. I'm assuming it's a really warm one.
What did you say? Salty water, did you say?
First in is Judith. As official photographer, Chuck is obliged to stay on board.
No, it's refreshing. We don't use the word freeze. Did anyone want a shower? Yes, please.
Well done, love. Well done.
Thank you. That was fun.
Is it cold?
When you first jumped in, yes.
Croatia is a compact circular walled town built on a peninsula. It makes a proud but dubious claim to be the birthplace of Marco Polo. It's more likely he spent some time imprisoned here. The streets running west to east are curved to deflect the prevailing winds. Local choirs perform a variety of works.
Was a man who desired to know how America belonged when we
and a group invited from Finland conclude with a weird ululation aiming to describe the experience of drowning. Day 3, we sail to Jelsa on the north side of Var Island. The sails of the Mandula are largely decorative and are hoisted for photographs. In sleepy Jelsa, the highlight is a tour of the local park, until we are invited to a wine tasting. Day 4, we sail to Milna and Trogir. Milna, another port, another Venetian church tower. Chuck's version. Trogir is a tiny islet with a bridge to the mainland and the usual Venetian fortress.
Go back.
And Chuck has a go. For the captain's dinner, the crew pull out all the stops and corks.
Rosé and a white.
White for him. And rosé for me.
Maybe have some olive.
A short voyage returns us to Split. Split is where the Roman Emperor Diocletian chose to build his retirement home, and its walled remains now form the old town centre. Including a forum, still under Praetorian Guard. For some reason, bathtub ducks seem to be a fetish in Split. Day 6, we depart Split for Makarska via Postira. It's an olive oil tasting. Maybe we can grind our own. We're on our way to what they say is a fabulous view. The weather is not cooperating.
How's the view, darling?
Beautiful.
Can you see the boat?
Wait a minute, there's the view.
I'm just going to keep taking photographs. I don't care.
It's awesome. Look at that.
Oh, this is amazing.
It's almost religious.
It is almost.
Oh, it's gone.
Makarska Harbour is under the protection of St. Peter, holding the keys to heaven.
So, Judith, end of holiday.
Yes, and we've ended on a high note. Earlier today we went up to a viewpoint with, it was claimed, a magnificent view, and it was 10/10 cloud, absolutely thick. You could barely see your hand in front of your face. But we stood there for a few minutes admiring the grey, and then somebody said, it's cleared for a moment, and then it cleared just enough to see a bit of the sea and the next island.
Oh, I wish somebody had taken a video of that.
I think somebody did, very fortunately, so that was nice. And then we came here, and
Lo and behold,
the sun came out. So we had a very nice afternoon sitting out there. Do you see where the red light is? And you see the man on the rock, who I think is St. Peter. And we sat there and drew, which was very nice, and then came back and had an octopus salad in one of the cafes along the promenade.
but what's your conclusion on the whole holiday?
There were lots of good things about it. The boat, we chose the right boat thanks to advice from friends. The staff were wonderful. The food was excellent. It was much more much more discovered than I'd expected. In a couple of places, our boat was in a trot of one time 8 boats, and you have to cross from one boat to the other to the other, and that's a lot of people. The boats fill up the harbours, and you don't feel that it's remotely undiscovered because it's hugely discovered. And that was a disappointment, but it's interesting that this place, there are only a couple of boats like ours, and it's lively, but
It has a much more relaxed feel.
has a much more relaxed
I
feel.
thought much more like a Greek port.
Yes, it's not
A Greek port of 25 years ago.
of 25 years ago. Yes, and the scenery is magnificent. The weather was mixed. We were supposed to have swim stops, 4, and we only had 2.
And you used both of them. I was very impressed.
Yes, but I wouldn't have wanted to go into the swim stop today had we stopped, because it was cold and grey and windy, and so we didn't stop. What else to say?
Well, what Croatian words have you learned?
Well, hvala, which means thank you, which is extremely useful, and Jibali, which we knew from our previous visit to Croatia, which means cheers.
And do you know the one for goodbye?
No.
Well, it's written on the board.
There's the dobro juto, which means, I think that means how are you or good day or something like that. But bok is useful. That's easy to remember. That means.
Well, we'll have to go and find out what the word for goodbye is.
We shall.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Yes.
That's the word for goodbye.
Yes, correct.
widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Thank you.
After an intimidating altercation with a giant taxi driver who tries to overcharge us, we recover in a favourite Zagreb restaurant and wait for the sleeper that will take us to Stuttgart. A final taste of the continent, a traditional soupe à l'oignon in a cafe across from Gare du Nord.